The water could be extremely dangerous, threat to lives, threat to safety, threat to homes, and they need to evaluate that, and they need to make plans now. Don't wait till the middle of when the hurricane gets here. There's no guarantee that emergency crews can rescue them, certainly in the middle of the storm or even after the storm.
So this is kind of a last chance plea to think logically about this.
Correct. The storm is, it's been raining here since last night. The storm is here. The center of the storm, which is the wind hazard, is almost here. It will be here later this morning and into the day. And then, the rain will continue tonight. And when that center of the storm comes through, that's when the most rain will fall. So that will happen this afternoon.
I want to make sure my information is correct. What I'm hearing is that at about 2 o'clock it should be, making landfall, and then in Polk County by around 2 a.m.? Yeah,
the exact timing, at this point, the hazards are going to be the same in Polk County. And the timing, is starting now and then, through this afternoon into the night, not getting any better until at least tomorrow afternoon is what everyone should plan for.
And how many different areas are vulnerable?
And
what are they?
For flood, the entire county. We are extremely concerned the most around the Peace River basin, which includes, inside the city of Bartow, but also in the areas along Highway 60, Peace River Estates, which is just north of Highway 60, the Peace River Mobile Home Park, and that's along the east side of Bartow, all the way down south. The Peace River flows south from Bartow down to Fort Meade, so the east side of Bartow, or Fort Meade, and that's just the Peace River basin. Northwest Lakeland is historically flooding in the Itchipakasassa Creek area off of Walker Road, and Lake Lowry, which is near Haines City. All of those areas, again, if you live in that area, you should evaluate now. It could be flooding that you've never seen before, and it's going to come up fast. You should make other plans. You should plan to leave, have a plan, and be ready to go in a moment's notice if the conditions warrant. We just don't have any history with a large amount of water coming this fast, and you always want to react on the side of caution.
So I'm hearing that it might be a 1 by the time it gets here?
That's the wind speed, but that's still hurricane winds with gusts approaching 100 miles an hour. That's going to blow over trees. It's going to damage homes. There'll be debris on the roads, and then all the rain will cause flooding. So it will not be easy or safe to travel once that happens.
So can you talk a little bit about the shelters? How many people have turned out? What are the conditions? And when might they close?
Well, shelters will remain open as long as necessary. We've got 20 shelters open around the county. Response is surprisingly, in Irma at this point in 2017, our shelters were very full. We've still got plenty of space. We've got plenty of capacity in those shelters. When the winds when the hurricane force winds get here and it's not safe, and each shelter has to evaluate its own conditions. As large as Polk County is, we can't just say they all close their doors, but if it's not safe to open doors and let people in, we have to err on the side of caution. The shelter managers make that decision to close the doors.
You said a lot more people went to shelters during Irma. Not so many now. Why is that the case? Are people not taking this seriously enough for whatever reason?
For whatever reason, in the past, each hurricane's different. Every disaster is different. So we plan 20 shelters, pet friendly, special needs, and general population shelters. There's plenty of room. We're hopeful that means people have made other arrangements, that they're not in their homes. Again, we do not have evacuation zones in Polk County. It's based off of low-lying areas that historically flood, and mobile homes and RVs. And we always promote that your disaster plan should have someone, a family member or someone from church, that they don't have to evacuate, go there. Our shelters should always be the last resort.
So your best advice, bottom line?
Advice, bottom line is, the storm is here, the flood threat. We don't want you to compare it to the past floods because we've never seen this. But if your area has flooded in the past, or especially in the last the last 3 or 4 weeks where we've had a large amount of rain in a short amount of time, if that water has come up, it's isolated as your neighborhood or almost come up to your house, you should leave now. You should go to seek higher shelter because it could be that water could reach that level or be higher.
Any other messages you want to get out?
No, our website, we're constantly updating the county's website, www.polk-county.net. All the information about our shelters and any additional flood information as we receive it from the National Weather Service, we're putting on our website.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.